Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about how to set up a review website, and review websites are probably one of the easiest and, in my view, best ways of setting yourself up as an affiliate marketer. Finding buyer keywords is easy. You add words like review, comparison, suggestions, recommendations and similar words to the product name or generic description. And they work in near enough any niche, although some niches are crazily competitive, so you need to do your research before you start. And once you've done a bit of research, choose a domain name. You need to be aware that some names are reserved by their product owners, even if the name is available to buy. So don't use anything that could be contentious, such as the manufacturer's name or product name or as part of your domain name. And trademarks are intellectual property, and it's really not uncommon for their owners to be quite aggressive in making sure their name's protected. And what tends to happen is that they don't really notice for a while, and then suddenly you get a nasty legal letter that says don't. Except it's a bit more vicious than that. And even if the domain name is allowable but could be interpreted as if you were trying to pass off your website as being owned by the product owner, then it's worth keeping away. As I said, the last thing you want is to build up your site and then get a very unpleasant letter from a lawyer saying that you have to give up the domain name with no recompense because you've infringed some intellectual property. Generic domain names work very well, but you need to be aware of different usage in different countries. For instance, here in the UK, a space hopper is the common name for the large balloon that children sit on and bounce around the house or garden. But in America, it's more often known as a hoppity hop, and in other countries, it's a skippy ball, and presumably in Australia, a kangaroo ball. Skippy might also be Australian, probably. It was a bush kangaroo when I was younger. If you decided to create a review site for all the variants of that product, finding a domain name that would work across the world wouldn't be easy. Plus, I suggest you actually shouldn't go quite that narrow in your niche. And make sure you don't inadvertently include bad words when you choose your domain name. A plural word before the word experts could turn your new domain name into an adult site, and that's probably not what you're after. Once you've got your domain, point it to your hosting, set up your site. So you need to register your domain name, then get some hosting if you haven't already, and then set up Wordpress. I've written a longer article on doing just that, but I'll give a brief outline here. Choose a reliable host. A quick indication is the monthly price. If the host's charging, say, $1 a month, it's a lot less likely to have the resources needed to keep your site online than one that's charging $10 or more. Then install WordPress. It's the most popular way to create new websites, including review ones, which means you're going to be able to find support if you need it. Lots and lots of videos here on YouTube to show you how to set it up. Excellent designs, WordPress calls them themes, and extensions, WordPress calls those plugins. You'll be able to make your site do near enough whatever you want it to do. Then tweak WordPress, because out of the box it's basic. There are a few settings to change, but plenty of opinions and tutorials to help you with that. Then start, because it's really easy to let your perfectionist get in the way of starting your new affiliate review site. You can change things like the look and feel, layout and so on, but only if you've actually started, otherwise your new review site is little more than an expensive daydream. Incidentally, unless you've done this lots of times before and have a team helping you, work on one site at a time, not several or tens or whatever, just one site. Concentrate on it until you've got it working as you want and earning affiliate commissions. Then do the next one. Or build the one you've built. Build on it. Then start creating reviews, and there are several different review formats. Each of them works okay, and it's really a matter of personal preference. And some of the formats can work in conjunction with each other. The choice is yours. There's no one size fits all. It's what you prefer. Individual product review pages, one product per page, and these work well for a lot of products, but you need enough possible content to be able to do that. So if you're writing about a clip-on bow tie, there's a good chance you wouldn't be able to write more than 100 or so words about it. And once you got past the material it was made out of, the colour and how the clip worked, you'd be hard pushed to write much more. So unless you turn the review into a story about how you wore it to a party and no one noticed you were wearing a bow tie that was cheaper than the Happy Meal. But most of the time individual product pages are easier to write if the product has enough features or enough possible uses to create a decent length piece of content. Next up, comparison product review pages. These can be shorter summaries linking off to the more detailed individual product page. Computer and camera magazines, both online and offline, do this a lot. Or they can just include the complete review, or a mix of both. Your choice, and there's nothing to say you have to take the same approach for every review on your site. Going back to the bow ties, you could include several on a review page, but probably wouldn't include a separate page for But if you're reviewing several different lenses for a DSLR camera, you may well decide to have the budget option, regular option, and a top of the range option on one review page with a link off to purchase, obviously, because you want people to buy with your affiliate link, and also to the more detailed review, which would probably include technical specs or similar. Top X product review pages, you've seen top 5, top 10, top 100 lists all over the web, and they don't just work for the likes of Cosmopolitan magazine. Lists are the bread and butter of lots of websites, and product review sites are no exception to this. You can make your list a comparison. I've done that with a lot of sites where I include several similar products at different price points or alternatives. So with a bow tie, you could include regular ties and cravats for the arty types who might want to stand out in a crowd but still look as though they made an effort. You could even extend it to dress shirts, belts, braces, suits, shoes and socks. Use your imagination and you can expand the potential for affiliate commissions considerably. There's a reason that almost every Amazon page you visit has recommendations for related or similar products. That's how we buy things. And consider a rating system. There are plugins for WordPress that will allow you to include star ratings for the products you're reviewing. If you personally use a product, and I'd recommend that at least to start with, then they can be worth including. But if everything ends up with 5 stars because you want people to buy what you're promoting, that's self-defeating. It can be worth including a lower rated product to help your main product shine more. Some people will trade off price for quality. I did when I bought that cheap bow tie. I knew no one would notice and I knew it was a once in a lifetime purchase, whereas others they'll prefer to spend a bit more to get something higher quality. Include photos if possible, because photos are something I'm personally not very good at including, but they work. Lots of people are visual by nature. Just be careful again that you're not infringing any copyright. For instance, Amazon allow you to use the images they deliver via their associates links, but other options aren't allowed, so you can't just copy them. Some product owners will have a resources page that includes images you can use, but unless you personally know the product owner and have their written permission, I don't suggest just grabbing images off their site, and likewise double and triple check the usage rights. Don't assume that because an image is on Google it's okay for you to use. And if in doubt, use a generic royalty-free image that you know you have the rights to. It's far better than getting an email from a copyright owner that's effectively demanding money with menaces in legalese. They're scary letters. And keep creating product reviews. It's easy to get bored and stop doing something even though it's profitable. I did that with an early product review site I created. Last review I wrote on that site was in 2010. The site still gets some traffic, maybe 50 page views a week, but a lot of the products weren't evergreen, so the links no longer work, and I've not updated it. If I started that site over again, I'd make the links to the products easier to amend using a plugin like Pretty Link Lite or WP Shorties, the one I do use, and I'd set up a spreadsheet so I could easily check they were still available for sale. Evergreen products, that bow tie, a rainforest jumperoo, are much better in my view, although some people have the patience to do a top toys for Christmas whichever year it is, so again, your choice. Model numbers and features on electronics, they change too often for my liking, which makes the reviews obsolete, except maybe for someone who's about to buy the product second-hand on eBay. Same goes for apps and computer games, they go obsolete. Might be retro, but they're still obsolete. Last year's top Christmas toys will almost certainly be different from next year's list, and if I was doing a toy review site, I'd choose babies and toddlers because the products are closer to being evergreen, but it's your choice. If you've got the patience and the time, go with shorter term products. The sales will be fantastically high, but this time next year they'll be a distant memory. So if you remember Pet Rocks, you probably couldn't buy them now. But keep creating reviews, keep generating content for your new affiliate website. And monitor what's working for you and what is less successful. And if you'd like to find out more, check out my affiliate marketing roadmap. It's linked below this video. Just click the link to find out more. It's really helpful. I know I'm biased, but it is. Click the link and find out more. Thanks for watching.